Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're here to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright, everyone. First one I want to bring up today is the TLT. Now, I've never brought this one up on the show before, so this is the iShares Trust 20-plus year bond ETF. So it's just the 20 and the 30-year bond ETF. That plus just means 20-year and above bond ETF. Now, there's kind of a lot to say on this one. So I have a position in these July 139 strike calls. Now, as you can see here, the TLT is trading at about $140 here. This thing was up about $2.30. That's a pretty substantial move for, something that tracks the prices of bonds. So, this thing had quite a rally, in my opinion. I do have put options in this one, not calls. So this is on the put side here. The July 139 strike puts. I'm not sure if I said calls. I might have said calls. I meant to say puts. So now the bond ETF, the TLT, this thing trades inverse with interest rates. I'm sure if you guys are active in the market, you always hear about, when interest rates are going up, stocks usually come down, multiples usually come down as interest rates go up. So the price of a bond, the face value price of a bond is inversely related. Kind of a crappy way to do it, is inversely related to interest rates. So as this TLT, this bond ETF, or as any face value of a bond is going up, the interest rates are going down. So if you look at the so this tracks the face value, not the yield of the bond. So now obviously here, if we're buying a put option on the TLT, we are betting that the TLT is going to go down in value, so we're betting that interest rates are going to go up in value. So I like that bet there. If you look at the TLT here, I would say this is kind of a crowded trade here. Interest rates have been spiking, so as you can see here, the TLT is trading down. Now this TLT is the 20-plus year bond ETF, so it, as 20-year bond interest rates are going up, this thing is going down in value. So now as you can see here, this thing is not very volatile. Obviously over the long term, it trades down a lot, but this thing had a huge pop today, and I personally think we're at some technical resistance here. We kind of bottomed in the TLT around 133. We're back to that 140 level. If you come here and look at this 50-day moving average here, this purple line, it looks like we traded above that during the day. We broke out. Looks like the 50-day is at about 140 right now, 140.35. And look at where we closed. We closed exactly at 140.39. We had a breakout above this 50-day moving average here, up to 141, and immediately we retreated to close right at this 50-day moving average. Now, we could have a breakout above here, or, we could see some consolidation, or, TLT even trade lower. I am in the camp that I think bond yields are going higher. The economy is improving here, so, that leads to, less uncertainty about the economic future of the country. So, therefore, I think bond yields are going higher. I like how we're going out to July with this trade here. There was a whole lot of buying and some of these other calls here, good amount of calls traded there, but a lot of puts trading here. If these people were buying April 16th calls, they're also buying some May calls here, so a lot of puts being traded here. I saw a nice order in these July ones, when you go down to the time of sales, so I decided to go with these July ones, give myself plenty of time. And if the TLT trades up immediately tomorrow, I probably will not add to this one. I will probably add to it, once, if the TLT trades up, several dollars from here. So, all right, next one I want to bring up is Delta Airlines. So now there's a lot of short-term buying here, and Delta Airlines leads me to think that a lot of retail traders were getting in here. I don't really want to be following only retail traders. So we were able to pick up that activity there. Immediately when you come down to the time of sales here, you can see that there's some buying in these January 2022 57.5 strike calls. There's also some buying in the January 2022 52.5 strike calls. Now, if you multiply this out here, you know, this is a huge outlay in premium. It looks like these orders are separate here, although they occurred, you know, about 20 minutes apart here. Kind of a little suspicious, but they're both buying orders. And you know, this is a pretty big outlay in premium, about $500,000. If you take about 1,900 of these contracts here, 1,890, multiply by $4.40, but we multiply it by 100 because every option contract is 100 shares. Kind of confusing, I know. So it's this $1,890 times $440. That's a huge outlay in premium. You can also do the same calculation here. Do $24.50 times $290. So, you know, that's a huge outlay in premium. You know, full disclosure, I'm not in these options yet. You know, I saw this one after the close. I saw these trades after the close. Now, you know, there are you know, I haven't really been too intrigued in the unusual options activity lately, you know, because a lot of stocks are just pretty high up, and, you know, I'm trying to be buying the dip here. You know, I noticed also after the close that, you know, Delta is down from its recent highs. You know, this is a reopen play here. It's kind of mostly a bet that business travel is going to come back, you know, which may take a while. So I like how these people are going out to 2022. You know, and this thing has also had, you know, pretty nice pullback here. You know, in this kind of a market, you know, in this kind of bull market that we're in, you know, I kind of feel like you got to take, you know, any kind of pullback that you can get in a stock that you like. I've been in Delta before. You know, they just reported earnings. I think the CEO is talking about being profitable in June again. You know, this was the first quarter where they were not burning cash every single day. I think they were able to cash flow positive at least $3 to $4 million a day. So I think that Delta is headed in the right direction here. I think that business travel is going to come back to an extent. So it's also a play on that. So I like this trade. I'll definitely be looking at this one tomorrow, unless it is way up in the morning. So thanks for everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up, and we'll see everyone in the next one.